The Minnesota Lynx, desperate for a win on their home court, but Breanna Stewart steps in and completely shatters their game plan. Today, we're diving into how Stewart didn't just win games. She outplayed the Lynx at every turn, exposed their coach Cheryl Reeve's flawed strategy, and made WNBA history. Welcome back to the channel. We're diving into the intense WNBA Finals series and dissecting the genius of Breanna Stewart, while exposing why Cheryl Reeve's strategy failed to contain her. Trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because what's coming next might surprise you. Stewart's dominance in this series didn't start in Game 3. It began much earlier. Game 2 saw her set a WNBA Finals record with 7 steals, 3 of which came in the fourth quarter. Imagine trying to claw your way back into the game, and bam, Stewart shuts down your entire offense. Talk about pressure. Fast forward to Game 3. Stewie wasn't just scoring. She was taking control. 14 points in the third quarter alone, erasing the Lynx's lead and crushing any hope of a home court comeback. At this point, the Lynx are probably thinking, is there anything this woman can't do? But the real question is, why did Cheryl Reeve's strategy to contain Stewart completely fall apart? Coming up next, we're breaking down why Reeve's plan didn't just fail, it backfired spectacularly. Cindy Brunson said it best in her analysis: "You don't stop Stewart, you absorb what she puts up and limit those around her." But that's exactly where the Lynx faltered. Reeve's entire strategy was built around shutting down the Liberty's supporting cast players like Sabrina Ionescu and Jonquel Jones. Sounds like a solid plan, right? Wrong. What they didn't account for was Stewart's ability to create opportunities on both ends of the floor. Every time they double-teamed her, Stewart found a way to make an impact elsewhere, whether that was through passing or her now legendary defense. Her 4 blocks in Game 3 weren't just stops, they were momentum shifters. Every one of those defensive plays stopped the Lynx dead in their tracks. How do you even game plan against that? It's like bringing a water gun to fight a wildfire. Cheryl Reeve needed to find a way to slow her down, but Stewart kept finding new ways to dominate. But here's the million-dollar question: was Reeve's strategy just flawed from the start? Or was Stewart playing so far above expectations that nothing could stop her? We're getting into that next. After Game 3, Reeve didn't hold back. She blamed the officiating, claiming that Stewart was getting all the calls. "The game's called differently for Fee than it is for Stewie," she said. And yes, Stewart did go 10 for 10 from the free throw line, but was that really the issue? On paper, it looks unfair. Stewart had 10 free throws, Collier had just 3. But here's what Reeve missed. Stewart wasn't just lucky, she was forcing the Lynx into fouling her by staying aggressive and relentlessly attacking the basket. When you're consistently attacking the rim and playing with Stewart's level of intensity, you're going to get those calls. It's not favoritism, it's smart basketball. Reeve may have been frustrated, but this wasn't a referee issue. It was a Breanna Stewart issue. Let's be real. If you're relying on the refs to save your game, you've already lost. But with 1 game left, can Reeve adjust and stop Stewart from taking home her 3rd WNBA title? Stick around, because we're about to break down what both teams need to do in Game 4. So, what's next for Minnesota? Can they regroup and keep their championship hopes alive? Or is this series already over? For the Lynx, it's all about adjustments. Reeve needs to find a way to defend Stewart without overcommitting her players and leaving gaps on the perimeter. Offensively, Collier needs to take control. She's been quiet in this series, and if the Lynx have any hope, they need her to be more aggressive, get to the foul line, and force Stewart to play defense. Right now, Stewart is dictating the game, and the Lynx are simply reacting. On the other side, the Liberty just need to keep doing what they've been doing. Stewart is playing like a Finals MVP, and if they can keep that energy up, we could see the Liberty clinch the title in Game 4. Game 4 is shaping up to be a battle of adjustments, but the big question is, does Minnesota have enough left in the tank to stop Stewart? Breanna Stewart has proven that she's more than just a scorer. She's a game changer. The Lynx have their backs against the wall, and Game 4 could either be the comeback of the series or Stewart's coronation as Finals MVP. Either way, history is being made, and you don't want to miss it. Do hit the like button and subscribe the channel.